Fresh concerns about President Biden's ability to win in November and also his health. The president now self-isolating at his home in Delaware after testing positive for COVID. The ailing president boarding Air Force One just after the news broke of his testing positive for COVID for a third time. All this as he cut short multiple campaign stops in Nevada. In a taped interview just days ago, Biden had this to say about reevaluating his candidacy.
If I had some medical condition that emerged, if the doctors came to me and said, you got this problem, that problem.
All this happening as top Democrats like Nancy Pelosi, Chuck Schumer, and Adam Schiff, as well as Jeffries, all reportedly having tough talks about Biden's chances in November. NewsNation's Tom Dempsey is at the White House. And Tom, it seemed like the president was beginning to beat some of these election concerns, but they are back with a vengeance. What's the latest?
Hey, good morning, Anna. Well, look, President Joe Biden is in Delaware right now, away from the White House, recovering from COVID. But these calls for him to withdraw from the 2024 presidential race are growing. ABC News first reported about a private phone call between President Joe Biden and Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer, as well as a private call with House Minority Leader Jeffries, in which both leaders on Capitol Hill called on President Joe Biden to withdraw from the 2024 race. These were frank discussions that took place over the phone. And again, this was a very honest discussion about the path forward for President Joe Biden. Senator Schumer's office has pushed back, telling NewsNation, quote, unless ABC's sources, Senator Chuck Schumer or President Biden, the reporting is idle speculation. Leader Schumer conveyed the views of his caucus directly to President Joe Biden on Saturday. President Biden's team also pushed back, writing, quote, the president told both leaders he is the nominee of the party. He plans to win and looks forward to working with both of them to pass his 100 days agenda to help working families. But this morning, also important to note that the New York Times reports that President Biden has recently been more receptive to arguments as to why he should drop out. According to sources, the president has been willing to listen to unfavorable polling data and has asked about Vice President Kamala Harris's chances for winning. President Biden, though, has vowed to stay in the race, and he spoke to BET about what could potentially lead him to dropping out. Take a listen.
If I had some medical condition that emerged, if the doctors came to me and said, you got this problem, that problem. But I made a serious mistake in the whole debate. And look, when I originally ran, you may remember it, I said I was going to be a transitional candidate. And I thought that I'd be able to move from this, just pass it on to someone else. But I didn't anticipate things getting so divided. And quite frankly, I think the only thing age brings is a little bit of wisdom. And I think I've demonstrated that I know how to get things done.
Influential California Representative Adam Schiff became the latest Democrat to call on President Joe Biden to withdraw from the 2024 race. That list now stands at right around 24 House Democrats and one senator who have called on President Biden to withdraw. But it's, again, also important to note that there are still some supporters out there. The Congressional Black Caucus has stood by President Joe Biden's side. And Governor Gretchen Whitmer from Michigan has also stood by President Joe Biden's side, posting to social media about some of his accomplishments during his term, Anna.
I guess that's why he also continues to keep his heels dug in. Tom, thank you so much for that.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. Also, don't forget to click that red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.